Welcome back to The Real Story. Hillary Clinton trying to put out the firestorm surrounding her emails. She said that some of the private messages that she deleted were sentimental, addressing subjects like Chelsea's wedding and her mother's funeral. But a lot of questions still remain. What about her contact with foreign governments? Hillary's office now saying most of the time she communicated with foreign officials in person or by telephone, adding, quote, the review of all of her emails revealed only one email with a foreign UK official. So is that really believable? Mark Larson is a radio talk show host in Southern California. Leslie Marshall, Fox News contributor and syndicated radio talk show host as well. Welcome to the two of you. All right, so Mark, is that believable,
Hi.
just that one little nugget alone?
This whole trust me thing. Are you asking me that just because I'm a man, Gretchen? Is that what this is? Here's the thing. Maybe she's accurate in this. What difference does it make terminology? Because the short attention span of the American people, the short attention span of the American people might mean that this will change and it won't matter. She's not as lovable as Bill, but boy, she's got some splaining to do. I would, as Reagan said, trust but verify here.
All right, so Leslie, did she answer all of your questions? Because a lot of news reporters, and myself included, have a list of about, I don't know, 15 to 20 that still went unanswered?
I don't think that she answered all of the questions, and the questions weren't all posed that a lot of the people have. But honestly, I don't think necessarily that she's equipped to answer some of them. And I say that as a business owner who at one time for many years thought a server was still somebody who brings my food to me in a restaurant.
All right.
So as I said before, she is not going to work for Google anytime soon.
Oh, come on.
And this is going to go on. So I think more questions are going to be asked, more answers and more scrutiny.
She didn't come right forward, though. This had been day 8
days.
Eight days. So no doubt, Mark, she consulted with a lot of attorneys and other folks about this whole thing, right?
It was so orchestrated. These are the Clintons, after all. They don't do anything accidentally, or at least in the mop-up, they know how to handle it. The fact that she even mentioned yoga, which is an image I'm trying to get out of my head, and then her mother's funeral, God bless her, all of that was calculated. It's what they do. We shouldn't be surprised by it.
Leslie, shouldn't she have been at least able to answer who set up her server for her at her home? I mean, that's one of my questions. Who set it up?
Actually, one of the questions I think both Democrats and Republicans have, a lot of Americans have, is who set up the server? Who's the administrator of the server? Do they have State Department clearance? Was that done with the permission of the State Department? Who has been securing that? And of course, are these? Is it a personal server? Is it tied to the Clinton Foundation? Is every email that President Clinton has given on behalf of that on that server as well?
Look at all those questions that you have.
I just said not all the questions were asked.
I know, but do you think that she should have been more forthcoming and taken more questions yesterday?
Yeah.
I honestly think she should have come out before. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. I thought it was mine.
Go ahead, Leslie, and then Mark.
I think she should have come out to address this before yesterday, and I think there'll be more questions in the future. So I was okay with the fact not everything was asked or answered yesterday. I didn't think it would be just because of time.
Mark?
I thought it was interesting that she also managed to do this opposite Cardinal's funeral, which was on all the channels here in New York, and a nice way to sort of downplay this. A lot of explaining yet to do, and I want to see what was deleted. It's got to be very fascinating.
Well, the story definitely still has legs. Thanks for the two of you for parsing it out.
We actually agree on some things, though, Leslie. That's good.
It is. It is always nice to have agreement. All right, Leslie and Mark, take care. Thanks so much. Time for my take now. We don't have enough time on this show to go through all of the unanswered questions from Mrs. Clinton's press conference. The biggest one for me is this. Are we really supposed to believe that Hillary Clinton never discussed government business with anyone other than government employees who had .gov email addresses? Remember, she said she was covered because all government-related business on email always went to other people's .gov accounts. So they were saved in the government's archives. But to me, this is the essence of why she may have set up the private server and only used private email.